As Hawaiians, we are storytellers in our natural right. And with that comes lots of stories, and we love sharing stories. But it also reminds us of our kupuna and how they thought, right, in sharing these old mo'olelo of these places and people and aina. And I think it's very important that we keep retelling stories so that all of these places live and survive in Hawaii and with our keiki and how they share it too. I chose the mo'olelo of Kaʻahupāhau because she is a beautiful shark goddess. It's a fun story about Kaʻahupāhau and her aina, Puʻuloa. This mo'olelo is important to retell because Puʻuloa, also known as Pearl Harbor, was a very special place. And it was actually because of Kaʻahupāhau, because she was the legend of this area. And so Puʻuloa was known throughout Hawaii because of Kaʻahupāhau. And now, right, when we reflect on Puʻuloa, we often think of Pearl Harbor and the history of World War II. And so I'd like to share this mo'olelo so that we remember its history before it became Pearl Harbor. So, i ka wā kahiko, a long time ago, there lived Kaʻahupāhau and her brother Kahiuka, and they lived at Puʻuloa, and they took care of the waters and the people of that area, especially in the manner of making sure there were no man-eating sharks within Puʻuloa. One day, a group of sharks came from Ka'u, and a part of those sharks was Mikololo and his ohana. They thought at first that they were visitors, but when Kaʻahupāhau listened as they entered her waters, she could hear them talking about how people looked like food. And so then she knew that they were man-eating sharks. So in her glory, she turned herself into a big, powerful net, and she gathered all the sharks in her net, and her brother, Kahiuka, used his tail to smite and hit them all. And then the people on the beach saw this, and they took the net and dragged it out of the water with all of these sharks and laid them on the beach to die and wither. Most of the sharks died that day, but Mikololo and his head remained on the beach. And when they threw his tongue back into the ocean, Mikololo turned back to life and ran away back to Ka'u. And so we remember this moment with the Olelo no Eau, Iola o Mikololo I Ka'alelo, meaning Mikololo survived through his tongue. And truly that means even if you get into trouble, you will still survive. And that is the mo'olelo of Kaʻahupāhau and how she defeated Mikololo. She still takes care of Puʻuloa to this day and cares for its waters and its people. There's so many projects and things that can happen around this very simple mo'olelo, but important one. A science project that can be used through this mo'olelo. To give an example, my haumana that shared this mo'olelo with me, he actually found out that Kahiuka was a thresher shark based on all the information that he knew about the mo'olelo and about his tail, the use of his tail. People have thought that Kaʻahupāhau is a tiger shark based on this mo'olelo as well, and also because they hear sightings of tiger sharks in Puʻuloa. I also think you can teach even your own keiki that even though times get hard, but you can still survive and you can still continue and move on. And I think that's the lesson that Mikololo shared. Yeah, even though he was dead, he could still survive. Man-eating sharks is something so interesting, and we see in so many mo'olelo throughout Hawaii about man-eating sharks, and this is just one of them. And I think, what is that deeper kauna behind man-eating sharks? And what does that really mean for us in this modern day, what it means to be a man-eater? And I think we have to be mindful of that. And maybe it's not a person now that we think about, but maybe people in our lives that could have that value of being a man-eater and that we need to be mindful of them. This mo'olelo is important to be retold, right? Because of the place of Puʻuloa and how we think of it much now as Pearl Harbor and that history. But I think remembering the history of Puʻuloa before that and what it was like. It was filled with momi. It had Kaʻahupāhau. And she is still there taking care of it. And I know people have sightings. The military has tried to put structures and they have like mysteriously fallen apart. And they all think it's because Kaʻahupāhau is still there taking care of Puʻuloa as she has her whole life.